There are more crypto cards on the market right now than most people could name. Almost all of them work the same way. You spend, a little cash comes back, and you never think about it again. Bitget Wallet's card does something different, and that difference is the whole reason for this video. The mechanic is called Assetback. Here's what it means. Regular cashback hands you money that sits there and quietly loses value. Points are worse, they expire, and most of us forget we ever had them. Assetback hands you an asset instead. You pick which one: BTC, gold, US stocks, Nvidia, Tesla, Google, the S&P 500 NI, or the stablecoin USDC. So you pay for coffee, for a taxi, for groceries, exactly the way you did yesterday. And what comes back isn't a discount, it's a piece of an asset. Nothing to buy by hand. No brokerage account, no orders, no separate app. How you switch it on? 3 steps, and none of them are complicated. 1. Apply for a Bitget Wallet card. That part is free and there's no annual fee either, or just update the app to the latest version if you already have the card. 2. Open your card settings and choose the asset you want your reward paid in. You can change that choice once per calendar month. And here's the part people miss. The change only applies going forward. Rewards you already earned are not recalculated. 3. Spend the way you already spend. The reward is calculated automatically, it shows up in real time, and it becomes redeemable 7 days after the transaction. Now let's be straight about the percentage, because this is where it's easy to oversell, and I'd rather not. There are 2 tiers. 2% goes to every single card holder, automatically, just for having the card, no action needed. Up to 3% is conditional, either you're a new user or you've hit your monthly spend threshold. That threshold depends on your market, and you'll see the exact number inside the app. That's why I say up to 3%, not 3. That's the ceiling, not a promise to everyone. And while we're being honest, let's finish the thought. Not every purchase qualifies. There are monthly caps, some merchant categories are excluded, availability varies by region, and refunded or cancelled transactions don't count at all. None of that is sinister. Every rewards program works like this, but you should know it going in rather than find out later. Compare that with how a fee discount works. It saves you money once on one transaction, and then it's over. Assetback doesn't save, it accumulates. Every purchase leaves behind an asset instead of the memory of a discount. One more thing worth knowing, especially if you've had this card for a while. Assetback replaces the old zero-fee program. The fee waiver is gone, and this is what came in its place. Let me put it plainly, without promising anything. Picture your ordinary life running through this card. Groceries, transport, subscriptions, coffee. 2% of a month like that is not wealth. It's roughly the price of one dinner. But the point of Assetback was never the size, it's the shape. Cashback gets spent inside the same month and you never even register it. An asset stays where it is. A year later, you're not holding the memory of some discounts, you're holding a position you never once sat down and decided to buy. What I like most about it is how passive it is. Most people don't fail to put money aside because they don't want to. They fail because every single time it's a separate decision. Open the app, pick an amount, confirm, repeat. Here there is no decision at all. You choose your asset once and then you just live, and the rest happens on its own in the background. And the caveat straight away, so nobody builds an illusion on top of this. It cuts both ways. If the asset you picked falls, your reward falls with it. The stablecoin is the most boring option on that list and also the most predictable, and that is a perfectly reasonable choice if you don't want the swings. And the most important part I'll say separately. This is a rewards mechanic, not an investment strategy. BTC, gold and stocks can go down, and they do. Nobody, me included, is promising you a return. Assetback changes the shape of what comes back to you. It does not remove the risk of the asset itself. This is not financial advice. If you want to try it, the link and my code are in the description. Tell me in the comments which asset you'd pick. I'm genuinely curious what wins: Bitcoin, gold, or the boring but calm stablecoin.